So welcome back to our Ghurid campaign, and of course, sadly, this time we return as Farzin instead of Suri, because last time, the leader of the Zunbils died during our hunt, and then just a year later, we died, so we return as Farzin. Now, I went through like all the comments last night, so thank you very much for all of them. I do really appreciate it, and one of the major things a lot of people were telling me is if we look at the economy map mode, right next to us, we have the county of Barmain. And this is a very good county. It has the Buddhas of Barmain carved out of the mountainside. The massive Buddhas of Barmain loom over any visitors. While the area surrounding them is no longer the thriving center of Buddhist learning as it once was, there are still numerous Buddhist pilgrims and scholars visiting the statues. So, this gives you more holding taxes, 75% more development growth, and more diplomacy and stuff like that. But also, in the same county, we have a mining settlement for silver and emerald, which gets us 3 more tax per month. And if we look at this as well, there's another duchy up here, right, that has a ruby mining settlement and an ancient mine for lapis lazuli. So I think we are still going for Bactria, but this county here, we do have some of the duchy here where we took Kabul and stuff. I mean, maybe this is our next target. Soon, maybe we actually just go to war against the Ghurids. I think that's what we're gonna have to do, because that would fix a lot of our problems. So I think today that is what we try. And also, someone did mention in the comments that when we were doing the Silk Road stuff, if we go to travel, so say we wanted to do, let's just say, a hunt. Yep, that's cool. And say we went all the way down here, there's a travel option here, Silk Road Merchant, which allows events and stuff. And over time, you can actually become a Silk Road Merchant yourself. So we can pick up this trait, which I think is something that could be fun for Farzin's life. He's really good at stewardship. And I would also, if possible, see if we can get a university visit and maybe try and get a level 5 stewardship education with Farzin. Because right now, we really need to work on our gold and still, build up quite a lot. So I think we try and get Barmain, which is going to be no easy task. Like right now, no money, basically. We're very stressed out as well. So I do want to try and become a Silk Road Merchant. And also, I want to start working on getting our house unity up. So I'm going to start today off by steering house unity towards harmonious. So do that, steer house unity. And there we go. It changed by +10. So we are now friendly. They may perhaps not always see eye to eye, but the members of this house are always on friendly terms. So this allows us to send bailiffs, encourage house to improve the economy, promote development, and educate youth in temples. So we'll try and do that pretty soon as well. But Barmain may be the future capital for us, I think. That is a very good county. It has the Buddhas thing, which we are Buddhist. And then we can start using the Cities of Wonder stuff in this county, I think. And I also want to do this as well once we can. So we need a little bit more gold. And once we're done meditating, I want to keep reinforcing relations with Silk Road communities and stuff and get really into that this life. But our player here, Firaz, has picked up Pensive. So we'll leave it a little bit longer. We will start educating him ourselves. Actually, what should we do? Stewardship or learning? I think stewardship, to be honest. We're good at stewardship, so we can probably educate him quite well in that regard. So I think we should go that way. And what we need to do is I think we look for a suitable marriage with our daughter to try and face the Ghurids. Right now, they are involved in 2 wars. So right now, they're quite busy, which could give us a really good opportunity to get in there and take some land. So let's see. Somebody close is what we want. So these guys are Hindu. We only consider each other astray, so we kind of get along. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Let's make that alliance. And now, do we just go for it straight away? We have the prestige, and looking at it, we do have the numbers as well. Getting this county could really change this game for us. Why can't we? Ooh, we're in stabilization. Of course we are. So maybe instead, I believe if we have a claim, we can still do it. So we'll start working on that claim. And when we get some money, maybe do some traveling and see if we can get some events with the Silk Road. And hopefully we should be done meditating quite soon. It was only 6 months. There we go. Retreat into the privacy of my chambers. I began an extended period of fasting and meditation. Unburdened by the trite concerns of everyday court life, I soon found myself spending more time just enjoying simple pleasures in life. 11 stress, and we improved our skill in meditation. There we go. So now, we can reinforce relations with Silk Road communities. Now, last time we did Middle Eastern, and that does help with like stewardship and stuff. So I think we should stick with the other one. There we go. So we're going to go with Middle Eastern again. Silk Road communities. The land and seas of the so-called Silk Road have been a vibrant melting pot of different peoples for generations, perhaps even for the rises of great empires of Han, Rome, and Persia. But we've had this before, so we're not going to go into it deeply, but we get +1 stewardship and more prestige, and we will sometimes now get events relating to the Silk Road. So that is a good thing to do. We're starting to make 3.2 gold a month now as well, but we have a face from long ago. I settle into my bed as snug and comfortable as a babe betwixt in his mother's breast, but bright as my heavy eyes at last close for some rest, I shoot up in my bed as I see a figure sit down beside me. To my horror, it is none other than my decreased friend, Cheyenne. She callously cackles at me as I shriek in horror. Okay, so she died like 3 years ago. Come now, Farzin, is there any way to greet an old friend? I come to you with a warning. There's not a soul here who does not fear your dreadful temper. You must repent for what you've done. I learned the hard way that every sin we commit incurs a debt. My friend, and he is not forgiven of his debtors. So we can... Oh my god, we're going to gain loads of stress. I repent. Wherever it takes, I repent. We gain 97 stress, but we gain 100 piety. Or a learning challenge, and there's a 55% chance we won't be visited by ghosts again, but we do gain less stress. So I guess we'll see if ghosts appear. I guess. Hopefully not, please. But let's see. As soon as we can, we are going to go for this war. We have some strong allies. Our army is decent. And really, hopefully, we can start building up Barmania. But we have the Raven. Someone was keeping a Raven in a shack that was recently demolished. Now the animal has been brought before me as if it's just another peasant in need of housing. We can get a Raven. Or give it to our kid. You know what? Our kid can have a Raven. Yes. Poor, unfortunate serfs. It has been some time now since I was visited by the ghost of an old friend, but now begins my path towards redemption. As a Gershar, I realize now my duty is to my people. So among the people, I walk and I ask them what they wish of me. A poor man in rags approaches me and begs that I help the poor and sick, those without means to care for themselves. He asks for just enough for his people to get by. But is there truly a price for admission into Nirvana? 50 gold. No. 50 gold is ridiculous. I cannot be doing that. We're not going to be giving them 50 gold. I'll say that much. But let's see. Is there anything we can do right now? We can extort subjects, which I think let's do it. You know what? We need money. Let's extort subjects. Peasants. So we extort the peasants because, of course, we do. So we can gain 50 gold, but the control over here will go to -100. 50 gold and gain 22 dread, but that county gets -50 popular opinion. So we're going to go with that. And now we have 81 gold. What I want to do, I really want to travel quite soon. And I want to try that Silk Road thing. We got like hot spring visit and stuff like that. Private and public. But like, I want to go somewhere where we can go a little bit further, to be honest. Hopefully, maybe someone near us hosts an event that we can go to. And then we can travel quite far. And every county you go in, you have like a chance of doing a Silk Road thing. So hopefully we can do that pretty soon. Oh god, no, she's come back. I feel paralysis wash over my body as Cheyenne appears to me once again. Tell me, spirit, what must I do to secure my place in Navarra? Good that you would ask, my old friend. Venture to the Holy Lands. There you will find the redemption you seek. Do not delay. I will do what I must. That is actually really good timing because a pilgrimage, we will travel quite far. So the next pilgrimage will be cheaper. So let's have a look. I don't know if, is that from Rice or something then? Because I thought CK3 didn't have anything with like ghosts and stuff like that anymore. Like, I know it did in CK2, but I didn't believe they had stuff like that. Worldly or pious? We'll go pious. Problem is, yeah, we are quite far away. So either way, we're going quite far. So we go all the way down there. That's going to cost us 52 gold. And if we add on Silk Road Merchant, and we are also going to want mercenary guards just to like make us a little bit safer. And reflection's probably a good idea to lose some stress. So we need what? Could maybe make it cheaper. Yeah, we could do humble. So we get more piety and we just bring like no one from our court, making travel more dangerous. Well, you know what? We're going to please the spirits. This is the only way we can do it. So let's go. We have the Silk Road merchant as well. Hopefully, there he is. That's our Silk Road merchant. So hopefully we get some nice events from that and we have a fresh start. All while preparing for my journey, I have had the sense of serenity, knowing that everything will be all right. I am pleased to embark on this pilgrimage to Lumbini in order to get closer to Siddhartha. And now more than ever, I feel certain that he will watch over me on my travels. I can't wait. Let's go. So who is our regent then? That's our brother. That's okay. I'm happy with that. Let's go. Let's see what we get up to. Hopefully some Silk Road events is what I really want. Oh, look at that. By traveling together with Dway and his merchant caravans, I have come across business opportunities that I would not have otherwise. While in Ghur, we were able to secure a favorable trade deal with the merchant we met there. I could accept the deal as is or risk it and haggle to get even more out of other merchants, but they might refuse and the deal might fall through. So we can get some deals where we can take 42 gold or haggle for a chance to get more gold. Now the comment I'm talking about, they did say you will have an opportunity to gamble, and it's by gambling that you get the trait. So we do have to gamble, but we have really good stewardship, but really bad diplomacy. So what we could do is put our wife there. Does that affect? We go up to 6 and it's gone worse. Okay, well, we'll leave you on that then. That gives us the best chance. 40%. Your haggling succeeds. 83 gold. Look at this. And once again, we've got lucky enough to get another event. I don't think it's this common. We've just got very lucky. So we're going to haggle once again. Ugh, that time it failed. But we did just pick up household savings. What is this? Reflections. Wandering this path, I have encountered many reminders of those who came before me. Here in Till, I keep finding reminders of the ancient Sassanids, Parathians, and Seleucids. Countless empires have come and gone here in Persia, and yet Persia itself remains. Old Zoroastrian temples remain in despair across the whole nation. And perhaps one day, even our holy cities will crumble into dust. Perhaps one day, some other man will wander this path and contemplate the fallen Ghurid Gashandam. So, I should contemplate old empires. We gain a little bit of piety, lose some stress. Ooh, with a 49% chance of gaining more stewardship and 20% cheaper title creations. Or do the same thing for faiths, more learning and more piety, or nonsense. I should contemplate old empires. Now, 1 stewardship extra will help us with this Silk Road thing. And we got it for 15 years. We're now up to 30 stewardship. This guy is insane. And we have money now as well. So I think after this pilgrimage, we try and go for that county. And then after that, we do a university visit. I want to see if I can make Farzin like an amazing steward. I want to get him that tier 5 education. But this is fine. Traveling through the sometimes harsh environments has invigorating effects on at least my state of mind and vigor. As I glance over to Zigu, however, he does not appear to be doing quite as good. His movement is labored, his breathing heavy, and spontaneous bursts of coughing ripple through his body. So that is, I believe, the guard we hired for a mercenary company, I guess. We should let him rest. We delay it by 21 days. Now, that's a long time. And the merchant we have is a herbalist and a wise man, so we can ask him to treat him. Can he do it? Yeah, he cured him. Look at that. We can buy the claim, but I'm actually not going to get the claim anymore because by the time we're done with this pilgrimage, I imagine we'll probably be quite close to leaving this phase in the struggle. So I'll probably just leave it as that is, to be honest with you. But we have this. You want to enter an alliance? Yeah, why not? Let's do that. It does help with our unity as well. But once again, we have another Silk Road trade opportunity. 41% chance it succeeds. 96 gold. Come on, I really want to get that trait. This guy, he's going to be the one to make us a lot of gold, hopefully. And with that, really boost our kingdom, or our duchy so far, to the next level. I mean, as long as we don't die, please. Oh, God. Life or death saved. Traveling the desert mountains on the outskirts of Urgan, we are suddenly attacked by a swarm of bandit riders out for blood. Another set of riders rapidly approaches from the nearby holding, led by this foreign ruler who has this county here. Okay. I am pleasantly surprised by the altruistic demeanor of the local Kabulistan Shah. I prayed Siddhartha that they arrived just in time. Golem circles back around the vicious grin on his face. You should join us for some Afghan hospitality in Urgan. You don't really like me, but he come to my aid. So this is what must have happened outside this county here with our best friend, but they wasn't saved. It would be my honor. Can we actually go to his place? Or, no, we can't. But he did save me. So, we're never, ever going to take that county from this guy. As long as he's alive, we are friends. He just saved my life. That could have gone really bad. We were very lucky he stepped in. Oh, God. Danger again, though. Sticks in the wheel. Ravine. I hear Atrak shout out in a panic. Soon thereafter, I hear a loud crackling sound, like that of wood breaking. All of my patience finally snapping. I step out on the mud and see splintered remains of a wagon wheel. My wagon wheel. I am sorry, my acquaintance. It was my turn as lookout. I fell asleep at the reins. Oh, God. Right. Here says we're going to be late. Delayed by 5 days, or we can lose 75 prestige and only delay it by 2. We're going to do that. We do not want to be stuck around, traveling too long in unknown places. Once again, though, Silk Road trait. Only 17 gold this time. Let's haggle. Haggle fails again. We're never going to get this trait. Come on. I don't know how many times we have to gamble to get the trait, but hopefully we can do this. But what is this? Along the pilgrim's path, I see many wanderers. Those who have abandoned the world and freed themselves from all worldly attachments. Today, an elderly wanderer eyes my entourage as he walks beside me. You bring too much with you to achieve enlightenment. You must cast off your worldly possessions like me and travel in naught but simple robes. So we have, but this is against this, but we need 15 learning. I can manage that, at least for this journey, but my tent, my blanket is too much. I am not ready. Let's make it more pious. You know what? He's true. We're bringing too much with us. We're too supplied, right? Just showing off against everyone. But a beastly omen. As we make our way down this holy road we travel, we are suddenly made to stop as a beast steps right out into the middle of our path. A mighty wolf stands between me and the Holy Land. There is something of a knowing look on the beast's face, as if the mind of a wise old man resides behind those feral eyes. He blinks and then carries on his way. So this wolf is a messenger. Follow him. That's a really bad idea. I diligently follow the wolf, being careful that he does not notice me. Eventually, he meets his prey, a small bird. The wolf makes his move, and as the bird feebly attempts to escape, it is quickly torn into feathers and gore. What could have Siddhartha have meant by this? Combat omen, one more martial and more martial multi-lifestyle experience, or vengeful omen, same thing for intrigue. You know what? Martial omen, let's go. Danger, sticks in the wheel. Well, we just had this, so we'll do the same thing again. Apparently our lookouts are not very good, seems to be the case. Ooh, look at that. Efficient county taxes, 50 gold. We are making a lot of money. Once again, Silk Road trade. Haggle. Yes. 140 gold. I want to see if we can pick up this trait then. Let's become like the trader. This guy is going to be one of the best traders in the Silk Road. The best trader the Silk Road will ever see. And he is going to make the Ghurids insanely rich. Oh, and also one thing that was mentioned a lot in the comments. The Ghurids, they were like overtaken and basically forced to follow Ashari or whatever Muslim faith it was. I'm not fully sure. So I don't think just converting to that makes a lot of sense. But a lot of people are suggesting Zunist instead. So we're going to stay as Buddhist until we form Bactria. And then after that, we'll have a proper look at our culture and faith and see what makes the most sense around that time. But our neighboring ruler, so this guy down here, I've been corresponding with your chancellor, Banu, and it has been a shameful diplomatic display. You are not the man I thought you were. He loses 30 opinion, I think it was. Fair enough. I mean, you do not worry me. So I'm okay with that. Journeying through Gandhavara, I pass by a peculiar-looking tent, splayed open with yet more peculiar-looking occupant outside. Come in, oh mighty Gersha. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. The strange man has piqued the interest of my entourage, but am I willing to pay for a reading? He's a wise man. How much gold? 10 gold. Seal the tent and have that witch burn. That's because we're wrathful, but I mean, it doesn't really feel like something this guy would do for no reason. We're a gambler. Let's go. We had good omen, 15% less stress gain, and commander promoted. Let's see. So my marshal has been showing off a promising new recruit. He may not yet be of as noble stock as you, my liege, but on my name, I swear he is someone you'd want on your side. So he's dwarf, can't have children, He's of a dynasty with just him. 19 prowess and 18 martial. Yes. Sadly, though, he can't have children. But what we could maybe do... Oh, they may not marry. I didn't know that. I was going to say we could marry him with someone who's lustful, and then she cheats on him, and technically it's his child. But, no, I didn't realize that trait meant they couldn't marry. I thought it was just not have children. But now we have bumped into a witch. This is a land of strange and obscure custom to me. The practices of the Sumatra faith are strange and unimaginably different from ours. And nowhere is that more apparent than the attitude towards the practices of magic. Right in the middle of town, there is a woman chanting incantations and offering blessings as if she were Bikanu. But what? It is strange to me, but the people appear positively jubilant to be in her presence. So she is actually straight up a witch. So I assume this faith then, witchcraft, is accepted. Yeah, look at that. Okay, reincarnation. Okay, this is actually a very interesting faith. They must be made to understand that witchcraft is a sin. This is really none of my concern. Or witchcraft, she will repent or she will burn. We can try and kill her. That doesn't seem right. But we can do a learning challenge. And there's a 4% chance she joins our court and converts and doesn't become a witch. No, I lost the debate. I mean, you was not convincing them anyway, let's be honest. That was just not happening. Once again, Silk Road trade. Haggle, 65 gold. I wonder when I get this trait then. I do really want to get it, but we have reflections. Starry skies. Out here, late at night, I sometimes look at the stars and wonder, what is our purpose in life? Can the samsara even see me? This is far from home. What am I doing all this for? It is my sacred duty, of course. We get dedicated pilgrim, 10% more piety. What I truly want is to enjoy and experience other cultures. We get secular pilgrimage, personal scheme chance, or I do no more than what is required in my position. And we gain clergy opinion. You know what? Dedicated pilgrim. It is our duty. Danger. Farzin, the Outlander. It is known that the Nepali people are ardent believers in the Shavanite faith and do not take kindly to non-believers. Nevertheless, this place, Godwari, is on our road, so we must pass through. Quickly, though, the villagers' vengeful eyes set upon us, like a wolf prowling its meal. Before we even have a chance to react, the local Punjari descend upon us with a mob of ranging fanatics, screeching about our alleged heretical beliefs, and demanding we pay atonement for passing through these holy lands. So, foolish man, it is you who are the heretic. 4% chance we gain piety, but odds are we lose money. It is easier if we just pay or burn these lunatics. Now, with wrathful, we are temperate. Doesn't really affect it. Ambitious, I mean, realistically, I feel like we would burn. That trade's there because we're wrathful. Like, I didn't do it to the other witch because they didn't do anything to us, but these guys, they are attacking us. So we're going to burn these lunatics, and we have now picked up our first kill. We burned this guy at the stake. Luckily, I mean, he doesn't have a powerful family. But you know what? We're wrathful. Someone starts on us. We're going to make sure we end it, right? That's what we got to do. But there we go. We safely made it. Pilgrimage. The arrival. I am here, finally, body and soul, at the great temple of Lumbini. As the Bhikkhu offers me a blessing, I reflect on everything that had to happen for samsara to bring me here at this moment in time. I have walked the holy paths. We picked up the pilgrim trait. We lose a little bit of stress. We're going to be here for 3 months. Material blessings. A pilgrim puts down a votive doll before the altar, bowing her head. I see Sharika blessing her and muttering something in her ear. Holy, I managed to hear. Do you also bring something to have blessed? My hyena fangs can become blessed. Let everyone see the fame of my hyena fangs so they can be more pious, more famous. 20 gold, and it can give us 0.5% more monthly prestige. I mean, yeah, let's do that. The calling. As I enter the sacred grounds, I find Yun, staring at the altar with an absent expression. Yun, I call him. My lord, he says, unfazed. I have something to ask from you. I hope you can forgive me. This place has moved my soul and agitated my spirit in a way I thought inconceivable. Siddhartha has spoken to me, and his voice is clear. Serve precise. It keeps going and going and going. The only sound I can hear now. The whole world has gone quiet. If I could stay behind, I would devote my life to it. I mean, I don't see why we would stop him. I understand you have to do what you have to do. He becomes a monk and he leaves. We also gain 250 piety. Don't we have temples back home? I mean, yeah, do your thing. I mean, who am I to stop you? And we can pick up another perk. We're going for avaricious, so we're just going to keep heading down towards that. Ah, because I quickly clicked to do my trait, the conclusion thing, like the pop-up when we leave, just didn't get to read it. We have tempting fruit. We've had this one before. We're just gonna let this. Oh my god, she's still alive. She was married to our marshal at one point, and then we ended up feeding him to the lions because I think he was trying to kill my wife. And this was our friend of our wife, and she's 65, still alive. Sadly had no children, but she is friends with Gulgun the dwarf. She's still alive. Outlived all our main characters. How's our mum? She's still alive at 57. She's doing quite well, to be fair. Well, I mean, it's poor, but you know what? It's not bad. She may be infirm, but that's not what matters. Now I have seen the world beheld in its many wonders in my travels, but never have I beheld such beauties as the one I've seen in Ketahar. Truly, these women are a cut above all the rest. One particularly fascinating specimen has taken my eye of late. So here, a pretty little dearest. She is far too pleasing for my eye to spend her days slaving away here. So she can become our lover. We must marry at once. And she is imbecile. Yeah, we're someone special. We just inherited a rock crystal bronze necklace. Oh, I was just saying she was doing well. And sadly, that is our mother and father. So that generation truly is gone. But we have the language barrier. It seems that our caravan has become a little too lost in these foreign lands. Bexigan has been traveling around Gangdava for hours, and though she had last swallowed her pride and asked for some directions. So let me try. There we go. Successful. Sticks in the wheel again. Great. Hopefully we can get home soon. Come on. Safely, please. Hopefully some more Silk Road events, but it doesn't seem like it. A foreign treat. It is the first time I catch Atrak, a nobleman from Pahalia, fiddling around with some flowers he's been picking along the road. Sometimes I swear I even hear him sighing, overlooking Pahalia's holding. My liege, he says, it is not a secret that my heart has found a new home far from home. Alas, my soul aches for this woman. My desire knows no end. Her eyes, her hair. I long for just a salute. I die for a word. Please, I beg you, let me stay with her. You're not important. You're 83. I mean, go ahead. You're going to be dead in about 5 minutes. So, you know what? Silk Road trait, right. Please. Damn. We only got a couple more chances now. Ooh, and again. Oh my god, we're not getting any luck. Come on, give me some more, give me some more. Please. Nah, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get any more, which is very unlucky. A new caravan map. We were just talking about you, and she died of old age. We're not gonna pick up a new caravan master though, but truly that generation is now just going at this point. Oh, right, let's haggle. Successful, 137 gold. Still haven't picked up that trait, which is a bit disappointing. We have the sermon. So today, our Purahit held a fiery sermon for all of the children of the court. They were apparently spellbound as he zealously read from the Buddha Charvakana. From the Buddhavakana. My daughter Afshan keeps telling me about how much she enjoyed the passage about Mara, and how he is someone whose ideals she will aspire to emulate. So, sadistic, zealous, or ambitious. You know what? If you want to be sadistic, you be sadistic, right? Problem is, we're 31, our wife is 27, we only have 2 children. So, we'll do this, and then we're going to actually look for some secondary spouses. But call of the road. Since leaving home nearly a year ago, I have seen highs and lows, reveled in the wind blowing through my hair, and lamented the rocks in my boots. There are so many places, so many things I have yet to see out there on the open road. I feel free from the stuffy castle, only for a little while. The roads are full of pilgrims and wanderers. Perhaps it is among them I will find peace of mind. So we picked up the traveler trait, wanderer and seasoned. Okay. As the wind along the outskirts of Ghur, I see a trail of caravan camels in the distance, and soon we meet with this strange leader. Good evening to you, worthy friend. Come in, come in. I promise you that what I have in my stall, like Khorasan herself, are for more than what they seem, he says, showcasing countless shining trinkets before my eyes. I'll pay whatever you wish. We can get a mysterious lamp. Kind of terrible. I'll steal it. We're not going to steal it. Maybe we can make a deal. Yeah, I do not want that. Thank you. And the return. My journey has been a long one, but I have finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed. What does that mean? I'm going to look that up. Is an ordained male monastic, so a monk in Buddhism. So I'm just going to say monk. How the monks treat me. I have undergone the journey of a holy man, and they insisted it's changed something about me, whether I can see it or not. Here we go. So we picked up some traveler trait experience. Not much, even though we traveled a lot. But we had a very, very successful travel there, and we picked up a lot of gold. So what can we do? I'm going to bring in Middle Eastern merchant settlers for 20 gold. We've done this before, but this does get us merchant settlers, some more taxes and stuff. We're definitely going to do that. Found a city of wonder. I don't really want to do that just yet or build unique structures. We don't really know where our capital is going to be in the future, so I don't want to invest too much in one. Donate to a university. Build a local Buddhist site. I mean, I'm sure that would please the ghost, right? Out of our sins. So as a Mahana who wishes to accumulate himself for great merit, I wish to donate funds to the construction of a new Buddhist religious site. In doing so, I can honor Buddha, spread the Dharma, and strengthen the Sangha. Shall we do it? Yeah, ever since the days when the Lord Buddha walked the earth, Buddhists of all kind, from the humblest commoners to the mightiest emperors, have funded the construction of various religious sites to pay homage to Buddha, propagate the Dharma, and inspire the Sangha. I will do likewise, as it is my duty to set an example as a leader, not to mention I can accumulate great merit myself for doing so. So a temple can benefit the local community as a center of worship. When the temple is finished in about a year or two, you will receive more prestige and piety compared to other sites. A monastery, provide monastics a home where they can study the Dharma, and the same thing again. A stupa can enhance a land's religious landscape and house valuable relics. And a pagoda is a tower that can simultaneously serve as a temple and a site of pilgrimage. When the pagoda is finished in about a year or two, get the prestige. The bonuses for a pagoda will be greater, but you do need more gold. And this is available because our faith has this doctrine. Let's do that then. Religious site. Pagodas are a type of Buddhist tower that evolved from stupas and are commonly found in East and Southeast Asia. These grand structures typically store holy relics, but have other uses as well, such as places to offer sacrifices to ancestors or worship local spirits. We have found an excellent location for a new pagoda. It will undoubtedly be a magnificent landmark. Additionally, as I gather resources and people to assist me with this endeavor, I need a clear plan on what to do. For example, I discussed with the local monks whether the structure will be added to an existing religious complex or stand on its own somewhere else. It will be small, medium, or large. I wonder if it actually creates a building or something or not. So basically, the more you spend, the more bonuses you get. I think medium. 200. You know what? Let's just go with it. We'll go with them. We'll go small. We'll go with the small one for our first one, right? We've got to make sure it's built safely. What is this? An uprising in Al-Hassa. Look at that. The Fatimids still growing. But just for a few years ago in Lower Mesopotamia, a young Hamadan Qamat was part of an Ismaili opposition movement against the Abbasid rule. So is it this then? He lost the leadership to Abdullah Fatimid, who would later be declared Mahdi. Hamadan has since repented and joined Abdullah, so this guy, in Mahdiya. But despite this, his followers continue to preach his teachings. So he's of this Muslim faith then. So another one now, separate to the Abbasids and these over here. As he openly rejects both of those caliphates, he and his followers have gained a foothold in Al-Hassa and are threatening a revolution if they're left unchecked. Okay, so this is a third guy now that's going to cause some trouble. So I'm interested to see what he manages to do. That could be very interesting. It's all starting to kick off now with the invasions, which is why I use this mod. It's so interesting. Now we have the Fatimids as well, and we'll see what this guy manages to do as well. We have Mental Break Imposter. Recently, I feel like I'm not worthy of the Gashardom of Ghur. Do other rulers doubt themselves as I doubt myself? I tried to be a good, temperate Gershar, but my mouth seems to water constantly. Everything makes me hungry. Everything makes you hungry. So we can just, we're already irritable, so we can use that to lose stress. So we're going to go do that. An acidic incident a few days ago. So who's spy master? My brother-in-law. So this guy with this land, his spy master, the learned brother of my brother-in-law, took part in an experiment with oil, a vitriol concocted by the celebrated alchemist, this guy. Apparently something went horribly wrong. So do we imprison him, or no one here is to blame? We get closer to forming a rivalry with our brother-in-law. There's no benefit to letting him go, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, you should go in prison. You just like scarred somebody for life. Oh no, the last night. Did we do enough? At last, Cheyenne comes to me once again, and hopefully for the last time I rise from my slumber and query how well I have done in averting my fate. Oh friend, you have done incredible work, though your future is still uncertain. It is in a far better state than it was when I first visited you. The weight on your soul is lifted. I can return to my eternal punishment, assured that I have done all that I can to save you from the same fate. So, I mean, are we safe? I am saved, so, I mean, we'll see. Maybe we are saved. Who knows? But, you know what? For today, this has been quite a long episode, I believe. I want to know as well. Do you want me to, like, focus more on events and stuff along the way? Like, today, most of the episode was a pilgrimage. Is that boring to watch? Because, I mean, I try and record for 45 minutes. It's already been 50, so I've gone over what I try and do per episode. So if I do, like, a big pilgrimage or something, that is going to be most of the video. So we haven't really gone forward much. Or would you prefer if I did less of those stuff and more, like, expanding and stuff? But I'm happy today. It was a lot of fun. We made a lot of gold, and that gold is going to become helpful because the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow is take on this guy, and I also want to do that university visit. So thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.